Good morning, Stingrays! Today is January 7th. That's a Thursday. That's a school day. That's why we're here, ladies and gentlemen. And a special shout out for birthdays, Jayon and Joseph. I didn't know if I was going to record it, but happy birthday tomorrow. Their birthdays are on Friday. I bet you we see Joseph tomorrow. Bet you that's the one day. But a special shout out. Today's lesson is all about unit rates. Now, yesterday and the day prior to that, we learned about ratios. Now, unit rates are a form of ratios that you see verbally, okay? It's kind of like when we use the term 2, okay? 4 to 6, or 6 to 4, 2 to 1. You see that with unit rates, but they use a different word typically. They'll use the word per, because it's usually based on 1, okay? So it's based on 1. Your most familiar unit rate is miles per hour, okay? I have the definition here, but why don't we shoot over to Nuge for a better look at the definition. Unit rate is the rate for 1 unit of a given quantity, like miles per hour. Yeah, very good. So I have it written here. He just explained it to us very nicely. The rate at which we give the rate for 1 unit, okay? So what's going to happen with these problems is you're going to be getting more than 1. Okay, you'll be getting more than 1 of something. So you're getting a 10-pack of soda for $3.75. What's the price per can? I have a couple example problems here. You'll see it'll show that I'm looking for the price per 1. I'm looking for the amount per 1. I'm looking for the points per 1. Pies, I'm just looking for that 1. And sometimes it is a decimal, okay? It does happen that it is with a decimal. So from this point, I am going to be allowing, let me see how nicely I can draw it. Put that there, with a bunch of buttons. Okay. I'm okay with you using calculators for this unit. Okay. You don't need to. Okay. The small group stuff that I've used, that's not a bad calculator. The small group stuff that I have set up are fairly easy worksheets that you can simply do within your head using common knowledge for multiplication. But some of the IXL stuff is going to be a little more difficult. You might get down to decimals. That's going to happen, okay? But it's just important to know that even though I'm letting you use a calculator, all of these problems are mostly using this form of math, okay? Remember, I've been harking upon you. There's only 4 types of math: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. That's it. And in this one, we're using division. Okay? We're using division, unless it shows you a fraction, which I won't give you. I'm not giving you those. Okay? But let's move on. Let's get some examples out of the way. I've already been diatribing for like 3 minutes now. So, let's move on. Unit rate is the amount per 1. My first example here, I have the fact that my ice maker's terrible. Okay? It makes 35 ice cubes for 7 trays. How many? So let's try to figure out, how many ice cubes per tray is that? Well, I've already written it out. I've written it out into a fraction. Or I've written it out into a decimal. I've written it out into a decimal already. So simply put, you have to do 35 divided by 7. 35 divided by 7 is 5. Yeah. Your answer is 5. Wrong. Wrong. Nope. Okay? It's not 5, okay? What is that? That's a word. What is that? That's a word. What is that? It's a word. It's a word. It's a word. It's a word. Yeah. All your problems are going to be word problems. And word problems require word answers. So it's not 5. It's 5 ice cubes. Ice boobs. Ice cubes per tray. Ice cubes per tray. Okay? Let's move on. Problem number 2. Okay. So you're playing a game and you score 42 points in 6 games. Who knows? Maybe it's a video game. It's a video game. Okay, it's a video game. You scored 42 points in 6 games. How many points per game did you score? So that's what we're trying to calculate right now. Points per game. This was ice cubes per tray. Points per game. PPGs. Call that. What is 42 divided by 6? I already have it written out like that. Look at that. 42 divided by 6. What is that? 7. 7 points per game. Points per game. Okay, a lot of you will see this in sports stats. Okay, yards per game, yards per catch, points per game, rebounds per game, stuff like that. Okay, yeah. Last one. Okay, this one's pretty easy. Okay, you go to a pie eating contest. They have mini pies. Okay, you eat 9 pies in 3 minutes. How many pies did you eat? This one's fairly simple. 9 divided by 3. You ate 3 pies per minute. 3 pies per minute. Okay? It seems like it's going to be difficult. It's not. Unit rates are simply the amount for one. Okay? So you're going to be getting problems that have more than one, and you need to figure out what it was for one. So you simply need to, right there, divide. Okay? All you need to do is divide. You can use a calculator if it's a complicated problem. If it's got decimals in it, and you think it's going to be decimals, if you got big numbers, go ahead, use that. Okay, because I'm more concerned that you know the function and how to calculate, which mostly will be dividing. Okay. Remember, word problems require word answers. So I'm not going to accept the answer as 3. I'm not going to accept the answer as 7. I'm not going to accept it as 5. It's 5 ice cubes per tray. It's 7 points per game. It's 3 pies per minute. Okay. These are word problems, require word answers. Please, thank you, and pretty quick video this week. Just don't forget, like and subscribe.